Hello everybody and welcome to Monday's English lesson. We've got changed especially for it, haven't we, Mr. Fenn?
Yes, yeah.
Just for this lesson, just this one we're wearing different clothes for. Today in English we are going to be looking at how to use commas in a list, okay? So I've got a picture for you here of a comma. We've obviously already talked about it in one of last week's videos when we were looking at apostrophes as well. They look the same. A comma is a full stop with a little tail, okay? And it sits on the line. So if you've got a line that you're writing on, you've got the comma, the full stop, and then the tail sort of goes under it like that. That is a comma. Okay, so Mr. Fenn, I asked you to write a sentence, didn't I? And you've about what you like doing, and
Yeah.
you've written a sentence for
I
me.
have, yes. I think it's pretty good. So I like reading and running and teaching and playing. It's good.
Brilliant. So Mr. Fenn's written his sentence. I like reading and running and teaching and playing. But can you spot any problems with this sentence? Because although I like what you've written, I do think there's something that we can improve here. So let's have a look at it again because we're going to rewrite this. I like reading and running and teaching and playing. Mr. Fenn, have you spotted a word that you've used a lot in that
Actually,
sentence?
now you've pointed it out, it just sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? I keep it and. It just doesn't sound.
Yeah, that's not how you'd say it, is it? You wouldn't say, I like reading. If I said to you, what do you like? You wouldn't say reading and running and playing.
No, I'd make it like a list.
Exactly, yeah.
I'd probably say I like reading, running, teaching, and playing. I think the last one I'd have an and.
Absolutely right, Mr. Fenn. That's absolutely spot on. Okay, so here we've got, as Mr. Fenn rightly pointed out, too many ands. Okay, that's not how we speak. When we're listing things, particularly when we've got more than two things, we don't use and between every single one. This is where we would use commas. Okay, so I'm going to cross out this and, but not this one, because as Mr. Fenn said, we'd say, I like reading, running, teaching, and playing. Okay, so before the last item on the list, we've got here, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4 items in our list: reading, running, teaching, playing. Before the last item, we're going to use and, but between the other ones, we're going to use commas. Okay, so I'm just going to write that sentence up again, but with commas this time. So, I like reading, and then instead of an and, we're going to use a comma. So I like reading, comma, running. What do I need next, Mr. Fenn?
Comma.
Comma. I like reading, running, teaching. Do I need a comma after this one?
No, because we're coming into the last thing on the list. So let's just put the word and.
Brilliant. Before the last thing on the list, we use and. Okay. So I like reading, comma, running, comma, teaching, and playing. And then full stop at the end. There we go. I like reading, comma, running, comma, teaching, and playing. Do you think that's better, Mr. Fenn?
That sounds much more natural, much better.
Absolutely. Okay, let's have a look at another sentence then, if this responds to me. There we go. So, I went to the shop and bought bread and milk and fruit and sweets. Now, Mr. Fenn, do you think you can tell me this time what's gone wrong and how can we fix it?
I think this is the same mistake. It just sounds, we're going and. We're repeating and too many times. So let's get rid of some of the ands and put commas in.
Brilliant. So let's see what we've got on our list, okay? So I went to the shop and bought. Here comes the list. We've got bread, milk. Oh, moving it. Milk, fruit, sweets. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 things again on the list, okay? So which ands do I need to get rid of?
So I went to the shop and bought, let's keep that one.
Yep, so we need that one.
And bought bread, Let's get rid of this one.
Yep, so we're getting rid of this.
So we've got bread, milk. Can we get rid of this one, please?
Yep, I think we can.
So let's just, I went to the shop and bought bread, milk, fruit, and sweets. Let's keep the and before the last one.
Brilliant. We always need that and before the last one. So I'm just going to put here commas here. So I bought bread, comma, milk, comma, fruit. Do I need a comma after that?
No.
No, because I've got the and. So here we go. We've got I went to the shop and bought bread, comma, milk, comma, fruit, and sweets.
Lovely jubbly.
Perfect. I think we're getting it, guys. Right. Bit of a trickier one this time because, can you see, Mr. Fenn, this one already has some commas in.
Okay.
So, the sentence is, I like going swimming, drinking hot chocolate, riding my bike. Okay? But at the moment it says, I like going, comma, swimming, comma, drinking hot, comma, chocolate, comma, riding my and bike.
Yeah. So let me just. Yeah. Okay. Let's read this. So I just like to read it because it helps me. If I hear it, I can spot the mistake. So
Okay.
I like going swimming, drinking hot chocolate, riding my and bike. That doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
So we need to. Yeah. Okay. So.
So
right.
what's a bit tricky with this one is that here, the items on our list, so the bread, milk, fruit and sweets, they were all one word, weren't they, Mr.
Yeah.
Fenn? It was one word each time. Whereas here, going swimming, that's two words, isn't it?
Yes.
So this is where I think some confusion has come about. So we've got on our list, going swimming. That's the first thing. What else?
Okay,
have
so
we
one
got
thing's
on the list?
going swimming. The
Yep.
next thing, well, drinking hot. What's that? Drinking hot chocolate.
Brilliant.
Okay, so we've got
So drinking hot.
going swimming,
chocolate.
drinking hot chocolate. So there are two, I guess, sort of activities.
Yep.
Going swimming, drinking hot chocolate, and the last one will be riding my bike. So
Yep,
we've got three
brilliant.
things: swimming, going swimming, drinking hot chocolate, riding my bike.
Yep. So riding my bike. Excellent. So if I was to rewrite this then, I would need to do I like.
Yeah.
You said the first thing on the list is going swimming.
Yep. Going
So
swimming.
I like going swimming. Okay, that's the end of my first item. So what do I need?
Comma.
Comma. I like going swimming. It's not drinking hot. It's drinking.
Hot chocolate.
That's the item. So drinking hot chocolate.
Comma. Oh no, stall. Oh, hang on. There's only three things on the list. The last thing is riding my bike.
Yep.
So let's put
So I don't need a comma because you don't need a comma before the last thing. You need
and.
absolutely. So I like going swimming, comma, drinking hot chocolate, and riding my bike. Full stop. There we go. So when we're listing things in a sentence, and when you've got more than two things, right, you need commas to separate those things, okay? Sometimes it's more straightforward and it's just words you're separating, like in that sentence. Sometimes it's phrases or a few words, okay, like going swimming, riding my bike, okay? You use commas to separate those things, but before the last thing, you need
And.
and, absolutely. Okay, so your job today, you have got in the resources we've sent out for today, you have got 5 sentences, okay? And like what me and Mr. Fenn have just been doing, there are some mistakes there, okay? Either commas haven't been used or they haven't been used correctly. Your job is going to be to write up those sentences again, but using commas correctly. So we'll just do one together. Number 1 was my best friends are Sam and Mark and Fred and Bob. What's gone wrong with this one, Mr. Fenn?
Too many ands.
Too many ands. Okay, so, well, how many people am I listing here?
Right, you got Sam, Mark, Fred, and Bob.
Brilliant. So I've got 4 people, Sam, Mark, Fred, and Bob. Well, that's going to help me, so I can write now my best friends
are
are Sam. They've all got capital letters for names.
Yeah. Sam,
Comma.
Mark, capital letter.
Yep.
Comma.
Yep.
Fred. And before the last one, and Bob.
Brilliant. And because I always need an and before that last thing. And so on. Okay, so there's 5 of those sentences to do. There's then a little extension challenge that it's up to you whether you want to have a go at. This is to come up with your own sentences using commas in a list, and you'll see I've included some sentence starters for you. So have a go at that one if you would like to as well. And we'd love to see what you produce today. So,
Yeah, and maybe the neatest handwriting that we see might get some extra dojo points.
Ooh,
so
dojo
really
points.
make sure you're concentrating getting that writing as neat as possible.
So good luck and have fun using commas.